Hello and welcome to this 10-minute practice to connect you back with the element of air, simply by grounding back into the breath, flowing in and out of the lungs and really finding that spaciousness through the lungs. This practice will begin lying on the belly and then we'll move slowly up towards a comfortable seat. So when you're ready, find a space to lie down on, belly, chest and forehead on the mat. You may choose to bring the forehead onto stacked hands, onto the back of the top hand, or you may lie with one cheek down to the mat. Preferably, it might be nice to lay in symmetry with the forehead down, but if that's really uncomfortable, one cheek down is completely okay. If lying on your belly isn't accessible at this time, you are also welcome to lie down on your back, making this a really comfortable, fairly neutral position. As you make your way there, beginning to welcome in some deep, nourishing breaths, landing your awareness fully to the inhales and exhales that flow through the lungs, feeling how the contacts with the earth change and deepen on the inhale and soften on the exhale. Feeling each inhale expanding the lungs as they widen and grow, and air flushes down into the pit of the belly, the base of the lungs. And as you exhale, the lungs contract and draw in, soften, and the air flows out through the nose or maybe through the mouth for the first couple of breaths here. Inhaling deep into the pit of the belly, filling that space in all four directions, the front of the belly, the back side of the belly, and the sides of the ribs. And the exhale flowing out slowly, seeing if you can reach a point where you feel that lungs completely empty, maybe noticing the pause in that point as well. Perhaps also noticing the pause at the top of the inhale. Not straining to stay there, but just lingering in that stillness a little bit. The stillness when the lungs are full, and the stillness when they're empty. Perhaps as the breath deepens, you can feel into the air flowing into the belly on the inhale, but then also up into the lower ribs, maybe up towards the chest and the heart space, but always beginning with this flow of air first down into the pit of the belly. And on the exhale, letting the air out first from the top of the inhale, whether that be the chest or the lower ribs, and then finally releasing from the belly. Always expanding the lungs in all four directions. Whenever the mind wanders, just gently drawing it back to this simple flow of breath as it moves and also as it comes to stillness in those moments of pause. Whether you're lying on your back or on your belly, can you roll over onto your left side as softly and slowly as you can, perhaps keeping the eyes closed or soft, supporting the side of the head with an arm or maybe a cushion if you've got one nearby. coming into a fetal position with the knees bent as much as you'd like. And feeling here that the breath is flowing only through the right side of the body. That it's only flowing in through the right nostril, filling and expanding the right side of the lungs, giving it some more targeted nourishment here. And the exhale softens the right side of the ribs, waist. Maybe you even imagine that the breath is filling other parts of the body, rippling away from the lungs as it energizes and nourishes the arms, the legs, maybe even the right side of the neck and face. The whole right side body filled with air, breath, prana. Slow exhales, intentional inhales. Lingering in the stillness between each breath. Now can you roll back over onto your back or your belly, wherever you were before? Coming back into symmetry and coming back to breathing into both sides of the body through both nostrils. Feeling maybe a greater sense of spaciousness still lingering on the right side. Feeling into your contacts with the earth and feeling how the air presses those contacts deeper into this earth. Turning over now onto your right side, so the left side of the body is facing up, and the right side is on the earth. And again, like you did on the other side, imagining breathing only through the left nostril, filling only the left half of the lungs, deep into the belly, and through the whole left side of the rib cage and the heart space. Maybe this spreads with prana through the arms down into the left fingertips, through the left leg to the left tips of the toes. Rolling back through center onto your belly or your back again. And again, simply noticing as the body comes back to symmetry. Can you feel maybe more equanimity in the spaciousness between the left and the right side of the body? Now flushed and cleansed by prana. And letting go of any control of the breath that you might have taken on, and simply letting the body breathe you here. Turning over onto a preferred side, or you are welcome to remain lying down, enjoying this breath. Making your way eventually, slowly, attention still turned inwards to a comfortable seated position. Cross-legged or sitting on the shins, maybe soles of the feet together, whatever feels most nourishing for you. When you get there, bringing one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, the top and bottom of these beautiful lungs of yours. bowing down, chin gently tucks towards the chest to the lungs. Exhale the breath wherever you are. Inhale, belly, and then up to the heart. Part the lips softly, let it go. Sit here for as long as you'd like, relishing in the spaciousness created by just noticing, honoring the breath, the air, the prana or the chi that flows through you constantly, nourishing and energizing you, now filling every cell of the body. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.